quarterback will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play fake. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. That's taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Here's Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Murray now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second and 10. Murray going to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Murray now to throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, The kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 45-yard line.
Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Here's Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. Stiff-armed him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Sheds off the tackle, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They start with a give to Connor. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
Guys, to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Taken from about the 12. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, in Brandon God.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Isabella. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and we're still talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football.
It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun now from Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will, because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Ferkser, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
119 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Henry again on second down. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. On the return, Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll buy some time right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Daniels. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Daniels. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Daniels. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darrell Daniels. 37 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart.
Touchdown! Darrell Daniels with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cards on one play have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. Tannehill hooking up with Reynolds for a Titan first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
181 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Derrick Henry shreds the tackle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again to Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Tannehill. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill now to throw. Being chased out left. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tannehill. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run here with Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He finds his man. Complete. It's Daniels. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Flush to his right. Open man is Kirk. Complete. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Back to throw. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. To throw is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken by one of the up men, a very short kick.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Back to throw it, Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, 26 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
in the
Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Tannehill to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now here's Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well.